Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Gothic 2 New Balance. In the previous episode we just came from Xardus' tower and met Lobart, Taylor, Lobart's wife Hilda, and we found out that the guards will not let us in the town. We do need to not appear like we're a bandit because we do not have any armor or anything, and Lobart agreed to sell us some clothes,
And how goes the
like
work?
wine has over
Same as
here.
always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins
so
have
pessimist.
occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
And we're gonna ask him if he needs any help with the work. As Lobart said, we need to help on the
Can I
farm.
help you? I'm looking for work.
You know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
Good, so we do have the wine because Mallet gave it to us
Here's
for
your wine.
defeating the bandits.
I'd better not ask where you got it from, huh? Who cares? Thanks anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
I'm headed for town.
And?
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about the city?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time. Maybe he knows something. I mean, something that would interest you.
Yeah, we already talked with Mallet. He told us about the trick, telling the guys they were from Lobart's farm and we want to visit the smithy.
Is there any interesting news?
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
Right, so apparently he saw an orc in the forest down there. We cannot deal with the orc right now. It's too strong, but we will go and deal with him eventually. Good, blueberries. Well, not woodland berries. Not blue. I'm not sure if we can defeat these field raiders, but we are gonna try. Even though I think I'm gonna die 1,000 times. Come to Papa. Did I not have the weapon drawn? I mean, the fists. I don't have a weapon, but would I need a weapon? I know I can fight them with a sword, a knife, or whatever. It works, but maybe they did not have the fists drawn. No, I cannot. Apparently, I move backwards faster when I have a weapon in my hand. That's stupid to say the least. But yeah, 2 more deaths. At least I'm leveling up in something. 22 deaths. And it's only day 3. This is not a no death run, so I'm not here to tell you how good I am at combat, because obviously I'm not. I am, but not at one hit kill situations. And I don't believe, did we? Yeah. We are supposed to get the pan. That's what we did last, that's where we left off last episode. Kantar offered us the letter to get inside the city, the pass, and we refused it.
Show me your wares.
But
Take
it
your
was
pick.
night time and we couldn't have shopped with him. Now that it's day, we can shop and buy the pan for Hilda. And she will give us another stew as a reward.
Here's your frying pan.
Fine.
Soup,
Let's see then
sorry.
whether it's any good.
And she has another quest for us. She's got
Can you give me something?
You've had...
no, she's not gonna give us food anymore. She's got a knife that she wants sharpening, and we are to go to town and sharpen it for her.
Hey, T.
Let's ask
I
him
need
about the
some
clothes.
sensible clothes.
I think
I can
the
give you clean
price
farmer's
is
work
right
clothes.
now.
Can you pay for them then?
How much do they
How
cost?
much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife. Vino says you were real help to him. And that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any cheaper.
Yep, that's the lowest price that it's ever gonna get.
Give me the
It's
work.
not gonna go lower than that even if you do more quests. And because the warehouse is empty right now, I mean, people are not sleeping in here. We can take that weapon. It's a really good dexterity weapon. This one. We need 40 dexterity to wear it, but it's really good. And I forgot to show you when we took it. The ancient runic tools, most of you know it, but it looks like that, just in case you haven't seen it when I took it from there. When you throw it on the floor, it's big and wide like that. When you find it on the floor. I want to get back to Xardas to tell him about Tyler. No, Taylor. Tyler, it's with the Y first, isn't it? Yeah, if we would have activated the teleporter stone here with that ancient runic tiles, whatever, we would have been able to teleport here, but I want to activate the one in town with it, and
Yeah.
save it, because Xardas is not really that much of a deal to teleport to him. Oh, that is interesting. Xardas, we told him that a farmer reported that the tower appeared and the militia sent somebody. And Xardas told us only the version that to tell him that the tower is collapsed, maybe they won't come here. Before he was telling us the other version as well, or bring him to my guards and they will take care of him. Apparently that was changed. And after talking with Mallet and telling him about the bandits, he said that one of them stole a sheep last night, and We could tell Jesse, and he's gonna move back in
One
the
of the
cave.
farmers outside of town sent me.
What? The farmers know the hideout?
They have noticed the missing sheep.
Damn. Well, then I'll have to move. If they find the hideout empty, maybe they won't keep looking for me.
Yeah, he's gonna go back in the cave where we went with Cavalon to defeat those bandits. And let's see if we can defeat these small rats. Even though I'm not too sure about this. This is the same. There's not much of a difference between the armors. Oh, that's good. Only one came. Haha. One dead. This armor that I'm wearing, we're gonna give it to Greg.
Ну как, нравится?
Oh god. That was lucky. Good, we defeated all three of them. Let's save. Fire root. There's a spell scroll over here. Oh, fiery storm. Is this changed? I think it is, or no. And over there's a goblin. There's no point in wasting any food or potions for the health, because he's gonna one-shot us anyway, regardless of our life right now. I was doing so well. I should not have punched then. Good. I was so tense. I thought I was gonna die. Right, we're not gonna talk to Greg just yet, because after we do, he's gonna leave and walk towards the town, and there are a few other monsters on the way that he's gonna kill. Like that bloodfly, and why not have the bloodfly kill us first? Why have Greg all the fun? Oh god, that was depressing. I didn't even hit it. Right. Well, I'm curious if we have any more points to add over here. Ooh. How much? How much? 1,500. 4. 5 strength. Hehe. We have a stick now. Let's save. And let's put one more to mana to have 10. And then we have one more here. And exactly one there. And we have 1 point left. And this is a bit longer on the weapon. Good. Something else. We're still gonna die. There are 2 scavengers over here, which every time I'm trying to kill them, they both come at the same time. Let's talk to Greg. I can live with him killing them. That's fine. Cut the
Cut
crap.
the crap. Tell me what you want.
You see, that's exactly what I mean. Nobody gets anywhere with you just by using pretty words. I knew it. I'm dealing with a tough businessman here. You're a businessman and certainly interested in a small addition to your purse, aren't you?
Are you hiding from
Are you
someone?
hiding from someone?
Of course not. What nonsense. I just enjoy standing among the trees so the wind won't blow right into my face. What about you now? Do you want the job?
Right, why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
Yeah, and
About the city guard.
Yes?
we can tell him about the Constantino thing. Bribery. And after we get these clothes that we have on us, we can give it to him.
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmers' clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Well, we
Gold
paid
is
30 for
everything,
it,
my
so
friend. Take
we're
them for
20
now.
extra.
I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Yeah, let's get dressed. With the armor from Leicester. And now, I think we can go and try to kill those field raiders. Although I'm not sure, but let's at least try. Ah, that's not fair. Yeah, but it works. We can kill them now. If I'm lucky.
Ну как, нравится?
Good. One dead. Two left. Good. Second one dead. One left. That was a new move. Never seen him do that. Okay. Second time's the charm. Hoo-hoo, I was so lucky there. He actually attacked. We will find some switches on these pillars. If we press them, normally a stone golem will appear, but with this particular stone circle, the stone golem already appeared and was defeated by the guards. Second switch is here, and the third one is here. We'll get a quest entry, the portal, and if we read it, activated the mechanism of the stone circle at the yard of Lobart. However, apart from shaking, nothing happened. So it has already been used. Mid soup. Hilda's signature. This will increase one's strength. 20. We're not gonna use it right now. Not that we couldn't, but I'm gonna save it. I don't even know if it restores your health. It doesn't tell it restores it, but it's still food, it should. Regardless of the special bonus. We haven't talked with Constantino yet, but not with Constantino, with Zuris. After we talk with Zuris and ask him about where does he get his plants and where does Constantino get his plants, the King Sorrel will appear just here, where I'm standing now. We need to come back and get it. And this is a novice from the sect camp. We met him in Gothic 1 as well.
Что вы тут делаете?
А что, не видно? Собираем болотник, чтобы потом наши братья в лагере смогли его курить. Знаешь, сколько в нашем братстве любителей забить косячок? Очень много.
В братстве? В каком братстве?
В братстве спящего, конечно. Хотя теперь его можно называть просто братство.
Но я думал, что после падения барьера братство спящего перестало существовать.
Это не так. Большинство наших братьев погибли, а многие сошли с ума от тлетворного влияния демонических сил. Но были и те, кто выжил. Именно они стали лидерами нашего нового лагеря.
А где находится ваш лагерь?
Ступай по направлению к проходу в долину рудников. Не доходя до самого прохода, ты найдешь небольшую ферму. Недалеко от нее и находится наша новая обитель.
Эй, я тебя знаю. Ты тот парень, что прятался в хижине на болотах.
Верно. Разве мы с тобой раньше встречались? Хотя постой. Ах да, теперь я тебя вспоминаю. Ты тот парень, что принес нам яйца ползунов.
Ну вот, вспомнил наконец-то.
Ну ладно, не обижайся. За последнее время столько всего произошло. Разве все и всех упомнишь? Рад тебя видеть, здорового и невредимого.
Как продвигается сбор болотника?
Если ты не будешь приставать к наш...
Right, so these guys, they're planting weed for the sect camp. There's a spider just at that tree over there. That far tree there where my head is. So don't get near it. If you don't want to suddenly die. They're terrifying. Right, we've been to Xardas. Let's talk to Taylor.
Эй!
And we can lie to him or tell him the truth. Oh, well, tell him the truth, not tell him the truth. Take him over there and have the guards kill him. So our reward is that we're still free. He did tell us that we have 2 days to complete this quest,
Hey.
so don't linger too much with it. And let's tell Lobart that we find out who those people are, because he gave us the quest to find out who those novices are that are planting weed over there.
Я узнал, кто эти люди.
Да? Кто они?
Можешь не волноваться. Обыкновенные сборщики. Не думаю, что они доставят тебе какие-нибудь хлопоты.
Ну, раз так, тогда нет причин для беспокойства. Спасибо, что помог мне это выяснить.
Okay, so we completed 2 more quests. Now we just need to get inside the town. Because we've... Oh, the scavengers are alive.
Похоже, это и есть город, о котором говорил мне
Let's go in the
Ксаркас.
cemetery and... Did they follow? No, oh thank god. I want to collect the herbs and everything from here because there are a lot. Sausage, wine, mushrooms. They used to be... Oh, it's moved inside Hilda's house now. There's a bloodfly transformation scroll. They used to be, but they moved it. Mushrooms. That's pretty much everything. Let's talk to the to the caretaker of the cemetery. He's gonna give us 50 experience or 100, I don't know.
Все как обычно.
Who are you?
Король Робар
King
II.
Robert II.
Тупица, на
Who do you
кого
think?
я, по-твоему, похож, как не на смотрителя кладбища? Иди уже займись делом, а? И не мешай друг...
Why are there so few
Ну и сколько их
tombstones?
должно быть? Здесь, знаешь ли, не хоронят хрен знает кого. Тут покоятся только выдающиеся жители верхнего квартала и нижней части города. Где закапывают чернь, меня не касается.
Right, so these are only the upper quarter people. He does not care where the others are buried.
Конечно,
Does not
их на
concern
острове
him.
несколько, но на твоем месте и... Парень, ты откуда такой взялся? Бандиты, волки или монстры Мой тебе совет. Найди...
Maybe you have
Для
a job
тебя?
for me?
Серьезно? Ты сам себя-то видел?
He does not have anything for us. Alright, let's save because I want to try and get inside the city. In the previous versions of Returning, the city gate was closed and we could not get in. But now, apparently, it's all open. Hey, scavenger, come here. Or do that, yeah. Do that, that's good too. Oh, come on! I'm really hoping he's gonna hit him eventually. You can do it, come on, you can do it.
Damn beast.
Another one of those things.
Hey, I still got it.
Haha,
Best monster around.
yes, we did it. Right, F10. We will not talk to many people right now. We're just gonna go to the port. Try to avoid the guards. This one doesn't matter that it's talking with us. He's not a guard, he's just a hired gun. And we need to talk to Lares.
I must be crazy. What are you doing
Get
here?
one dexterity.
Did you swim here? That's one way to get past the guards at the city gate.
Hey Lares, you old scoundrel. So if we recognize him, we're gonna get 100 gold.
Hey, Lares, you old
experience,
scoundrel, how
sorry.
did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Of course I remember Lee.
Of course I remember Lee.
I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed.
Он и его парни сейчас на ферме Анара.
He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Right, we can ask Lares about the paladins. Tell them that we need to see them by any means.
I must talk to the paladins by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
I'll find a way somehow.
Sure, if you want to ingratiate yourself with the citizens or play errand boy for the militia.
Do you know why the paladins are here?
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another reason. It probably has something to do with the old penal colony.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, I can help.
Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
How do I find the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
Alright. That dialogue never disappears from there, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Let's save. Maybe we can... Not sure. No. I wanted to fight Mo, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna go to Carl to sharpen the knife for Hilda, because after he's gonna go
Что привело тебя в
sleeping
этот
and he's not
бедный
gonna
район?
sharpen it anymore.
Что ты ищешь здесь?
I'm
just
looking around.
Ага. Похоже, городская стража недавно перевернула портовый квартал вверх дном.
And we ask him about the knife. Hilda gave us 10 gold. It costs her only 5 to sharpen it. And we can ask him about the thieves.
What do you know about the thieves?
Ничего. Но все горожане напуганы и становятся недоверчивыми. Смотри, чтобы тебя не застали в чужом доме. У нас... Да, ты должен сам защищаться от воров. Хорошая дубинка лучше всего.
And this is new, the teach me how to crack chests. This is a new ability. Well, it's not new, we had it before, but it was not a specific skill that you could learn. After you were learning lockpicking, if you had enough strength, you could crack chests automatically.
Ты можешь обучить меня взламывать сундуки?
Я что, похож на плотника или вора? Это не совсем моя специальность. Да и зачем это тебе? Ты не похож на вора.
Я не вор. Исследуя округу, я нашел несколько бесхозных сундуков в пещерах. Все они были заперты.
Вот как? Бесхозных?
Бесхозных. Неужели ты, кузнец, ничего не сможешь сделать с замком, если тебя попросят его взломать?
Смогу, конечно. Подавляющая часть замков не представляет из себя никакой сложности. Зная, куда бить, можно выломать замок одним ударом. Некоторые замки создают основательно, и кроме как ключом, ты их открыть не сможешь.
Ты научишь меня?
Почему бы и нет? Вряд ли ты будешь вламываться в дома и создавать шум на всю округу, ломая Но мое время стоит денег. Это обойдется тебе в 500 монет.
Что?
500.
Сколько?
500 монет и не золотым
He had the
меньше.
same reaction as me. Yeah, we're not gonna learn that right now because it's too expensive. But it's a good thing. Before we leave, let's visit Varras because he's gonna give us another quest with
But the light was a torment for Beliar.
Yeah.
Adanos be with you.
Who are you?
with Lobart.
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos, the guardian of the divine and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
Here I've got a letter for you, the one from Cavalon.
Here, I've got a letter for you.
For me? Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing me. I wonder how you got hold of this letter.
We tell him it's from Cavalon.
I got it from Cavalorn, the hunter.
Cavalorn? Where is he?
He told me to tell you he couldn't make it and is headed for the meeting point. Whatever he meant by that.
I see that you have gained Cavalorn's trust. That speaks in your favor.
I want to join the Brotherhood of the Ring of Water.
The Ring of Water.
You do? Well, that means you have already fulfilled the first requirement.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there must be someone among us who trusts you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about it.
Но я совсем ничего не знаю про тебя.
What do you want to know?
Well, you could tell me where you come from and why you have come to the city.
I carry an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
What is this message?
And we need to be honest with Varras. Dragons got a huge army.
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons and determined to conquer the country.
Dragons? You speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
Tell him about Xardas as well.
Zardas, the magician, told me. He sent me to warn the Paladins.
The necromancer? So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you really?
A former convict?
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Khorinis.
Good. Let us summarize. You are a former prisoner who has been told by Zardas, the necromancer, that dragons have come to conquer the country, and you have come to report this to the Paladins. That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable. I want to give you a chance to join the Ring of Water.
What must I do to join?
What must I do in order to join the ring?
Know that you take on great responsibility by joining the ring. I do not let just anyone join who comes to us and asks. If you want to join the ring, you will have to prove that you act like one of us.
And that means...
Before we let a young man join our ranks, he must have done a great deed for the ring. Only then can I begin to consider letting you help preserve the balance of forces on this island.
I vanquished the Sleeper. Isn't that a great enough deed?
I have vanquished the Sleeper. Isn't that a great enough deed?
My ears hear many a tale these days, including the story about the banning of the beast called the Sleeper. I have not heard that this was achieved by a single man, although your eyes tell me that you are convinced you did this. That confuses me slightly, but I cannot be sure that my senses might not deceive me sometimes.
Freed the people, freed a lot of people, the barrier is gone.
Many people. The barrier is gone.
Even if you can really claim responsibility for that, the great event in the Valley of Mines has not only set free the water mages and other upright citizens. All the criminals of the entire country are roaming Khorinis these days, harassing the population. The bandits have already taken over large areas of land outside the city. It has become all but impossible to leave the town and return unharmed.
So what would be an appropriate deed that might convince you?
Khorinis is facing a great enigma these days. The number of people missing from the town seems to increase almost daily. If you can explain to me what happened to them, you shall have your place within the Ring of Water. However...
Yes?
You should take your message to the Paladins first. I consider it a matter of utmost importance. Talk to Lord Hagen.
Right, but Lord Hagen will not receive me.
But Lord Hagen is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member of a powerful community first. The Ring has far-reaching connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible.
You should talk about this to Lares, whom I trust. He will help you.
What community should I join?
Есть только 3 сообщества, которые обладают достаточной властью. А именно городское ополчение, монастырь магов огня и отряд наемников на ферме землевладельца Анара. Конечно, есть и другие, но они не так могущественны, как эти первые 3. Возможно, ты сможешь присоединиться и к ним. Выбор за тобой, сын мой. Ларес поможет тебе принять это непростое решение. Поговори с ним.
I shall do that. Yeah. So we must talk with Lares.
Какие еще существуют сообщества, кроме самых влиятельных?
Ну, прежде всего, это мы, маги воды. На острове наше представительство не очень велико, но все-таки наш орден имеет большое влияние в Хоринисе. Также я слышал, что бывшие болотники из Братства Спящего тоже образовали небольшую гильдию в этой части острова. Можешь попробовать присоединиться к ним.
А еще?
Ну, кроме этого, я не исключаю возможности существования гильдии последователей темного бога Белиара. Хотя об этом вряд ли смогу рассказать тебе очень много. Думаю, тебе лучше спросить об этом Ксардоса. А так, в общем-то, все, наверное.
Right. So they haven't added anything about the new Dark Magician, Dark Knight, Shaman and Poisoner whatsoever. But I expected that. Can I join the Water Mages?
Боюсь, здесь, на острове, мы не сможем организовать должное обучение желающему посвятить себя пути мага воды. Правда, при определенных обстоятельствах мы могли бы, конечно, но этой возможности удостаивались немногие, ибо данную честь необходимо прежде всего заслужить. И кроме этого, избранный должен быть полностью свободен от обетов. Только при этих условиях, возможно, ты сможешь вступить на этот путь.
А есть ли у магов воды свой храм?
К сожалению, нет. Однако в древние времена строилось множество великолепных храмов и святилищ в его честь. Останки этих построек можно еще наблюдать во многих уголках нашего мира.
А на этом острове?
Насколько нам известно, в свое время тут существовала высокоразвитая цивилизация, но ко времени появления здесь поселенцев из Миртаны от нее осталось...
So there was a civilization in the north part of the island, which was worshipping Adnos.
И как же мне заслужить эту честь?
Если ты хочешь моего совета, то лучше всего поговорить об этом с...
Сатурос? Тот самый Сатурос, возглавлявший круг воды в долине рудников?
Он самый. Сейчас он находится с остальными магами воды на раскопках древних святынь. Заслужи его уважение и доверие, и тогда, возможно, он посвятит тебя в послушники нашего круга. Ну а после у тебя будет возможность проявить себя, дабы стать уже одним из нас.
Ладно, я все понял.
Alright, so Saturas, the water mage from Gothic 1,
Могу я чем-нибудь
we need to
помочь?
convince him to let us join.
Возможно.
If we want to join
У
the
меня
water
действительно
mages.
есть несколько дел, которые не терпят отлагательств. К сожалению, я не могу надолго отлучаться из города, и поэтому мне вполне пригодился бы помощник.
Что я должен сделать?
Для начала сходи на ферму Лабарта. У него должна быть подготовлена для меня партия продовольствия. Я раздам его беднякам и всем, кто сейчас нуждается в этом. Вот, возьми 300 монет. Отдашь их Лабарту за его посылку. Только не вздумай забрать эти деньги себе, иначе потом можешь не рассчитывать на мою помощь.
Да, конечно.
Can you teach me something about magic?
Only the chosen of Innos and the chosen of Adanos are permitted to work rune magic. But common mortals can also work magic with the help of spell scrolls. I can show you how you can channel
and expand your magic powers.
Right, he can increase our mana. He's also have special skills. You know the ones I mentioned: regeneration, health, stamina. And if you become a water mage, he's gonna have regeneration mana as well. If you become a dark magician, Xardas will have that spell as well. Or this Varras, I'm not sure. Varras might have it too. We can ask information about the gods. That won't give us any experience.
Tell me about...
Since you are not yet a member of our community, but I shall tell...
Who are the members of the Ring of Water, then?
I cannot tell you that, but you will certainly have met some of them by that time.
Where are the other water mages?
We suspect that those ruins might contain a passage to a part of the island which is as yet uncharted.
Tell me more about that uncharted area.
If you're interested in joining the expedition, I could send you to Lares with a letter. You can only participate, of course, as long as you're one of us.
Of course. What exactly is it that you do?
We stand between the Order of Innos and the chaos of Beliar. If one of the two sides should gain the upper hand, it will mean either total loss of freedom or deadly chaos. Therefore, we guard the balance between the two. That's what makes life in this world possible for all.
Right.
And what does that mean in concrete terms?
The fall of the barrier has evoked numerous threats. The bandits are probably the most obvious one. Not only has it become all but impossible, there's someone in town, too, who supports the bandits. We have found out that the bandits receive regular deliveries from a weapons merchant in Khorinis. We try to find such people and keep them from endangering the city. If you can find out anything about this, let me know.
Right. Is there anything that could help me with the search? This is very important. We received the will of the wisp.
Is there anything that could help me with my search?
Seeking wisp.
You're very persistent,
whatever.
young man. But I actually can think of something that could make your tasks easier for you. I shall give you this ore amulet. You'll certainly be able to use it. It is an amulet of the searching will-o'-the-wisps. There are only very few of them. The will-o'-the-wisp that inhabits this amulet has very special properties. It can help you find things that normally elude the naked eye. Treat it well, and it will never fail you.
Can the will-o'-the-wisp do more than that?
I think Riordian knows how to teach these beings. He is one of us, currently traveling with Satyrs. Perhaps he can tell you more.
A will-o'-the-wisp in an amulet?
Will-o'-the-wisps are admirable creatures. They consist of pure magical energy. They are bound to the magical ore in this world. It is their origin. It gives them their strength. I'm not surprised that you've never heard of them. They only appear to the person who bears the ore to which they belong. Will-o'-the-wisps, living in the wild, have been forcefully removed from their sources. They will attack anyone who approaches them. There is no way to help those pitiful creatures. You had better stay away from them.
Thank you. I shall take good care of it.
Right, that's everything with
Wait,
Varras.
if you see Lares, give him this ornament.
Right, let's go to Lares to give him the ornament. And then go back to Lobard's farm, because we need to talk with
Подожди
Hilda.
минутку.
Vatra.
So you've already been to see Varras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
I could take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
And we can't ask him this because he's not gonna tell us anything. Before we ask him the first one, we need to ask him this. So what's your business
So
with
what's your
Varras?
business with Varras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
You're talking about the...
You've heard of it?
Varras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
And now that he knows that we know about the Ring of Water, we can talk to him about it.
Tell me more about the Ring of...
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians. But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Khorinis. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
Sure.
I want to join the ring.
Join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier, and they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
What's it like to belong to the ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Khorinis. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are. We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
I see. What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
He gave us his ring.
We all do. I fulfill the tasks the water mages give me. Some of the missing people were fishermen. They disappeared along with their boats. That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet. But you could help me. Listen, I shall give you my aquamarine ring. It signifies that the bearer belongs to the Ring of Water. If you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my duties so that I can take the ornament back. One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around there. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
Good. We will do that. Let's
I need
tell
your
him
help.
that we need
And
his
what
help.
exactly were you thinking of?
Only the I need money works. The others.
What about...
Not really.
Mateo
He's gonna give us
sells
some hints.
armor, but he'll probably charge you an arm and a leg for it. There is a way you could get it cheaper, though, if you don't mind pulling a fast one on the militia.
What do you mean?
There's a storage area next to Mateo's house, but all the merchandise has been confiscated by the militia. Go to Zurus at the marketplace and get yourself a sleeping spell. Then you send the guards off to Dreamland. I'm sure you'll find some decent armor among Mateo's stock.
I need a better weapon.
There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Have you tried the marketplace?
I need some money.
Don't we all? Sorry, but I have none to give you. But Lamar, the moneylender, still owes me a favor. Go to him and borrow whatever money you need. I'll take care of the rest. You'll find Lamar in the harbor district, where it borders on the lower part of town.
Right, and he can help us to join one of the communities. Because Varras told us we should talk with him about it.
Varras said...
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
We're gonna pick the fire mages.
The fire
monastery.
magicians.
I bet Varras didn't foresee that, or he wouldn't have sent you to me. Joining the monastery is expensive. Those boys won't even let you in unless you pay them a tribute. And the only one who could do anything about that is Varras himself. You had better talk to him again about this.
Right, that's pretty much it. If we talk about the missing people, we're only asking information. I'm gonna go really quick to Farim over here.
You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy lately. It's that militia.
Trouble with the militia?
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause. I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose. But if they keep doing this, I won't even have enough to feed myself.
Poor guy.
Have you talked to the paladins about this?
Are you joking? Do you really think they'd be interested if a poor devil like me has his problems with the militia?
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I suppose you'd have to know somebody from the militia who has connections to the paladins. The paladins will hardly buy the fish from me.
Я посмотрю, что можно сделать.
Right, we're not gonna ask him about the missing people yet. We're gonna go really fast and actually no. I wanted to go talk to him right now, but we're gonna go speak with is Alvin out? No. Is that Pablo? Yeah. We are gonna go and speak with Karagon.
Can I get a drink here?
As well.
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
How's it going?
And how's business going?
Don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
Oh, poor guy. Maybe I can do something about the visitors.
Может, я смогу как-нибудь привлечь посетителей?
Каким образом? Силком, что ли, их сюда притащишь? Вирт наливает пиво совершенно бесплатно, а здесь придется за него платить. Они же в конце концов не полные идиоты, чтобы просто так отдавать деньги. Но ты, конечно, можешь попробовать. Чем Беллер не шутит? Если у тебя получится увеличить количество посетителей в моей таверне, я лично готов отвалить тебе 2 бочки с пивом.
Договорились. Тогда можешь уже начинать готовить мое пиво.
Ты... сумасшедший.
And let's ask him about Valentino and the missing people.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hakon, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this feller that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Khorinis is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah, they prefer to get plastered on free beer.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end, and then early in the morning he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
What do I have to do to get into the upper quarter?
Well, you need to be a citizen of the town. Go find some work, preferably with a craftsman in the lower part of town. That'd make you a citizen. Well, and if that's still not enough, go talk to Lord Andre at the barracks. Maybe he'll let you join the city guard. They can go into the upper quarter, too.
Right. Enough with these. It's 1 o'clock in the night, and I would like to go get something from the upper quarter, and we can earn some experience, 200 experience I think. Also, this was, we were not supposed to, I mean, we can go, it's not that we're not supposed to, but not right now. Right, we are up, F10. After we enter the city, but we haven't even entered the city yet, we only smuggled in, and we received that 1 dexterity because we smuggled in from Lares. And we can smuggle in the upper quarter as well, and if we wait in here, just here, the character will sing.
Прилетел раз дракон прямо в верхний квартал, но не жег и не рвал, а фонтанчик наср...
Yeah, that's it. I'm not sure what he's saying, but I think it's something about the guards being stupid. And we climb up here. And simply just walk across the roof, and over here on the ledge we can find the luxury clothes for citizen, and they are a lot better than what we have now. We have 5000. This has 20, 10, 5. It's a lot better than we had. Let's save just to be safe. And now we simply go back. We're gonna climb these barrels, the wall, jump down, get that mana essence from there, and just oh, city guard. Yep. And that's everything. Now we're gonna get outside the city and come back in the normal way. Just save over here. Just at the turn here. And climb that. And just simply jump down. We're gonna end up in 4 legs. Yep, and now we're going back to Hilda to give her the knife. And then we're gonna go back to the city guard at the gate and use that trick with Constantino's herbs. Here's the knife. She gave us another soup. The one with +1 to strength. And we also need to talk to Lobart because Varras gave us a quest.
Ох,
Varras is waiting for his parcel.
Ватрас ждет свою посылку.
конечно. Я уже все подготовил. Осталось только уладить вопрос.
Он передал тебе эти 300 монет.
Очень щедро с его стороны. Всегда приятно иметь дело. Так что передай достопочтенному Ватрасу мою благодарность и вот этот пакет.
Okay, we got Vatras's parcel. There's still those scavengers over there, so I'm gonna go around them. And now, save. And we are gonna go in the city.
What? I only wanted to take a look at you. Looks like you got money. You can go in.
Oh, good thing. Load. Good thing I saved. Oh my god. It's because I'm wearing this armor. He did not stop me. He let me go in. So because I'm wearing this armor, I look like a wealthy person. So he doesn't have a problem with me going inside the city. But we're gonna equip the other set and he's gonna stop us. And we're gonna use the trick that Lester told us.
You aren't getting in here, my boy.
Why not?
Looking the way you do, you're sure to cause nothing but trouble here, boy. We got enough rabble in the city.
See, it's
We have
totally
no use for
different,
people
the
without
dialogue.
money.
Just because of the armor I'm wearing. And we're gonna tell him this. I brought some herbs for Constantino.
I'm bringing some herbs for
I'm
Constantino.
gonna get him
the
one
alchemist.
rhetoric.
Then you won't mind showing me what you do. Let's get all right, in you go. But don't cause any trouble. Understood?
Right. And now it's another long speech. Awaiting. Lothar is gonna stop us and tell us the rules and a lot of other things.
I am Lothar, paladin of the king and humble servant of Innos, your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagen, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
Do not ask him this, because it's just gonna exit the dialogue. But do not click end conversation either, because once you do click end conversation, he's gonna walk off to the upper quarter, and we do not have access to him anymore. So to end the conversation with him, click the first one all the time. And now we're gonna clear all the other dialogues, and when we're left with end conversation and do you have any instructions, we're gonna click the first one.
I have an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagen is not receiving anyone. Lord Andre, the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
Listen, the city is threatened by dragons.
That can't be true. Another lunatic. We have enough unrest in the city as it is. And without some dimwit scaring people with fairy tales about dragons, I immediately locked up the last person who was here telling dragon tales and sent him to the Valley of Mines with the prison transport. So mind your tongue. We can't use anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
He's talking about Diego.
Somebody already reported the dragons here?
Yes. The fellow's name was Diego. I think so, in any case. I warned him just like you. But the lunatic just wouldn't stop getting on my nerves.
I have come to get the Eye of Innos.
The sacred Eye of Innos? How do you know about that? You're not a member of the Order.
A magician told me about it.
I don't know what his motives were when he entrusted one of the secrets of our Order to you. But he certainly didn't mean for you to get your fingers on it.
But
I don't want to hear any more about it. First you start with fairy tales about dragons, and then this. Incredible.
Alright, explain the rules of the city to me.
all right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
First, the Honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable. Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the Paladins. Only the Paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any questions?
How do I become a citizen?
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
Right.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, the other masters must agree to it. That's the custom here in Khorinis. If you were thinking about looking for work in the Harvard district, forget it. The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
Как мне попасть в верхний квартал?
Say, are you listening to me? You're not a citizen of this. The entire area behind the inner gate is off limits.
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
I see.
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What? You aren't even a member of the militia. You're not even a citizen. How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary
He's so revolted about it.
granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you.
Wanna bet?
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
Where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The Paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
Right, so now I'm gonna click this. Do you have any instructions?
You have an assignment for me?
No, you're not even a citizen.
But
I don't want to hear any more about it.
Right, and he's gonna stay here. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna demonstrate. If you click end conversation.
I've got to go.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons, you will be in big trouble. Do I make myself clear?
See? Now he's going and he's gonna stay in the upper quarter. I'm just gonna load. Okay, so Lothar gave us some really useful information. Apparently, in order to get to the upper quarter, we need to work for one of the masters here in the lower part of the town, which is Matteo over here, Bosper over here, Harad over there, or Torbin over here. and also Constantino here in this this is his alchemy lab, which we are stealing because he's not here. He's upstairs sleeping. We could join any of them, it doesn't matter which one we join. Let's read this book, although it's not giving us anything. Oh, intellect, that's good, that's good. We're gonna go read Grita's book over here, because this one is giving us rhetoric. And we need to make 10 rhetoric in order to lend money from Lamar. If you remember, Lares from the port told us to speak with Lamar and borrow how much money we needed, and he's gonna take care of it. But Lamar is not gonna give us, he can give us 1000 gold the most.
What's up?
But he's only gonna give us 1000 if we have 10 rhetoric. And we only have 8 so far. There's another book inside Varras' house over here, but I don't think it's giving anything.
No darkness. But there, where Adanos stood, was a
We got some honey from there.
Мне интересно.
No.
And Adanos was pleased as well as
Nothing. Right, after we spoken with Lothar over here, the next thing we should do is speak with Rupert.
Hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can interest you in my wares.
I need some money, and I'm looking for work.
I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his suppliers. His shop is right over there. They say he pays pretty well.
I was actually on my way to see the Paladins.
There's little chance of that. Since the Paladins made themselves at home in the upper end of town, hardly anyone gets in there anymore.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
Me? Nah, I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough influence to get you past the guards. Mateo, my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to him.
Правда, судя по твоему виду, он вряд ли даже станет разговаривать с тобой.
И что же мне делать?
Тебе надо как-то завоевать его доверие. Поговори с ополченцем Пабло. Думаю, он сможет как-нибудь помочь тебе.
And he gave us really useful information. We need to talk to Pablo in order to try to increase our reputation in Khorinis, to be able to talk with the masters in this part of the town, because they won't even talk with us. It's not like in the vanilla game. In the vanilla game they were talking with us, we could straight away start their quests. But here we need to earn their respect before, so it's a bit more complicated.
Where can I find Mateo?
You're standing right outside his shop. Just go on in. He's practically always there.
What about the other influential citizens?
The merchants and master craftsmen here on the main street are the most important figures in the city. You should try to get accepted by one of them as an apprentice like me. Since I started working for Mateo, the people in the city treat me with respect.
Однако никто из них не станет разговаривать с тобой до тех пор, пока ты не завоюешь их доверие.
What do you have to...
At the moment, I don't have much...
Этот чертов Анар не поставляет больше продукты. А того, что мы получаем с маленьких ферм...
Tell me more about the peasants' revolt.
Это довольно просто. Анар больше не платит налоги городу.
Imagine, we're at war with the orcs, and that fat slob wants everything. Normally, the city guard would take firm measures in such cases. But now comes the best part. They say Onar is mercenaries. The whole thing will end in a damn war, as if one war weren't enough.
He's right though.
What do you know about Onar's mercenaries?
I heard that most of them are former convicts from the mining colony. And their leader's supposed to have been a big shot with the king, a general or something, whom they put away as a traitor. These are terrible times.
Yeah, he's talking about Lee and his mercenaries. So apparently Onar is refusing to pay tribute to the city. He doesn't want to feed the paladins because they do not do anything for him in return. And he hired Lee and his mercenaries to take care of the militia. Because the militia goes around the farms to gather protection money or whatever they call it. Apparently Constantino is still sleeping. Let's talk with Pablo, because Rupert said to talk with Pablo. Oh, he's not this. This is not Pablo. Rupert said to talk with Pablo in order to...
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right?
Yeah, he has the poster with a wanted
We
face.
found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
I'll tell him the
No,
second.
you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
Yeah. Right, Rupert sent me.
Меня прислал Руперт.
И что с того?
Он сказал, что ты можешь помочь мне завоевать расположение мастеров из этого квартала.
Что, никто из них не хочет общаться с тобой, да?
Все они принимают меня за нищего попрошайку.
Это и не удивительно. Ты очень похож на подозрительного бродягу, и таким, как ты, здесь не особо рады. Да ладно тебе, не обижайся. Я уже вижу, что ты человек порядочный. Уж у меня на это глаз наметан, поверь. Так что я помогу тебе. Но для начала тебе надо обзавестись нормальной одеждой. Ибо то тряпье, что на тебе сейчас, никуда не годится.
Где мне ее взять?
Сходи к Ханне, хозяйке гостиницы, что напротив казарм ополчения. И скажи ей, что пусть она продаст тебе нормальную и чистую. Ну а после поговорим об остальном. Все,
Let's ask him about the bandits.
What do you know? They've all come from that blasted mining colony. But there are several splinter groups.
Часть из них устроили себе логово в горах, а другие присоединились к каналу.
But it's the bandits outside of town who cause the most problems. They're the reason that none of the merchants venture beyond the city gates now.
Where did the bandits who had my wanted poster come from?
Aha! So it is your mug after all. Why didn't you admit that right away, huh? What are you wanted for?
I don't know, honest.
Yeah, I know. Let me tell you something. If I thought you were in cahoots with those bandits, you'd already be cooling your heels in the slammer. Understood? Still, I'd better report this incident to Lord Andre. But to answer your question, we picked them up near the landowner's place, but they didn't look like Onar's people. I think they're part of a smaller group which is holed up in the mountains near Onar's farm. But if you intend to go there, let me warn you, those cutthroats make short work of everyone.
I'll remember that.
Right, he is gonna tell Lord Andre about the poster and me being wanted. And when we get next to him, he's gonna mention
Как
it.
дела?
Ты ведь не здешний, да? Ничего, я тоже.
А откуда ты пришел?
Из леса. Я там охотился на падальщиков и волков, вместе с другими охотниками. Но я бросил это занятие.
We'll talk with Bartok a bit later. I'm gonna make one more point of rhetoric by talking with
Эй,
the
лорд Андре,
militia
расщедрился.
right over there.
Дай мне...
Конечно, можно говорить о Хоринисе что угодно, но наши темные...
Best beer in all Myrtana is
Hey.
called the Dark Templar.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, as long as the Paladins don't have any new assignments for me, I can have myself a couple of beers here.
You're working for the Paladins?
Yeah, I report to them on the situation in the city.
How are things with the orc?
No reason to worry. We in the city guard and the Paladins have everything. Go home and let us do our work. We're watching over the town and its citizens.
He's drunk.
Would you like another beer?
There's...
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh, yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the Paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Would you like another beer?
Now we
I
received the
won't say
rhetoric.
no to a decent pint.
They've even spotted an orc outside of town.
Yeah, right. The dangerous orc outside the city. A real monster of an orc. Well, he's bound to attack the city soon. Listen, we'll kick that fat orc in his fat ass if he comes too close to the city. Got it?
I see.
There's no point in giving him more beers because he's not gonna tell you anymore. Well, yeah, we spoke with Pablo over there, and he told us that we need better clothes in order for him to help us.
Hey, I have a proposition for you.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back.
I did not
Sarah
want him
snatched
to
it
talk
away
with
from
me.
But she has had that spot long enough. I want...
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to Onar. She lands in prison, you pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon from me, and a
Damn good one, yeah.
Alright, look through
I'm
it.
gonna say
How am I
alright.
supposed to force the letter on?
Let her show you her wares. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city. So don't try to play me for a fool.
Right, we have to do this now because we got next to him. He normally sits on the bench outside the...
customer, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I was saying that Pablo told me to come to Hannah about the clothes.
I'm looking for...
You're in the right place.
One of the Paladins told me that I could spend the night here for free.
Yes. Just go up the stairs. We still have 1 or 2 beds free.
Why do the Paladins pay for everything?
I don't know what that's all about either. For one thing, I think they want to get all the poor suckers off the streets so they don't make any mischief. And for another, they want to get on the good side of the traveling trade. Now that the farmers are rebelling, we have to rely on the traders for provisions. Besides, I think they want to improve the morale in the city a bit. Lord Andre has even arranged for free beer.
You staying here at the...
Almost all of them are traveling traders from the market.
Aha.
Don't even think about messing with their stuff.
Yeah, so Pablo sent us to Hannah to get new clothes because in order to impress the masters, we need to look presentable.
Я пришел от Apple. Он сказал, что ты можешь продать мне одежду.
Но если он так сказал, то только не думай, что я тебе ее отдам бесплатно. Тебе придется заплатить за нее.
На другое я и не рассчитывал.
Right, so she's asking for 100 gold, but we do not need clothes from her, as we already have. And if we equip the new armor that we found on the roof over there, we could go back to Pablo and he's gonna tell us that he likes the dress and we're gonna get an achievement because it's a luxury dress. If we had a normal one, we would not get the achievement, but with this one we will. Poor aristocrat.
Как тебе моя одежда?
Да, так намного лучше. Теперь ты похож на простого обывателя этого города.
Что дальше?
Теперь тебе надо позаботиться о своей репутации. Без нее ты тут ничего не добьешься.
И как мне это сделать?
Для таких, как ты, есть только лишь один способ завоевать ее. И он обязательно тебя приведет в портовый район города. Несмотря на то, что там в основном околачивается всякий сброд, в нем живет и много тех людей, чье мнение далеко не последнее в этом квартале. Попробуй завоевать их уважение, и тогда я позабочусь о том, чтобы мастера стали...
А кто эти люди?
Один из них Кардив, хозяин таверны в порту. Потом Карл, портовый кузнец. Кроме этого, также есть Ибрагим, Гарвел, Эдда и Халвар. С ними тебе тоже лучше переговорить. Ну и, конечно, ростовщик Лемар. Куда же... По моему мнению, это вообще самый... Ну, если говорить неофициально, конечно. В общем, пообщайся с ними, произведи на... А там, глядишь, ты уже и вхож в квартал ремесленников. Ну как, все запомнил?
Да, только у меня один вопрос. А побыстрее это сделать никак нельзя?
Ну почему нельзя? Можно. Если ты присоединишься к одной из крупных фракций на этом острове, ремесленные мастера не откажут тебе в разговоре. Но для этого тебе придется изрядно попотеть. Даже в ополчение берут не всех.
Понимаю.
Ну а раз понимаешь, тогда давай, принимайся за дело. Да и мне тут с тобой стоять трепаться особо некогда. А то лишний раз отвлекаться на посту... В общем, сам понимаешь.
Right. So he told us about a few people that we need to impress in the harbor part of the town. And after we impress them, the masters over here will actually speak with us because, look.
Эй, тебе чего здесь надо? Тебе здесь нечего делать, вон отсюда! И чтобы духу твоего здесь больше не было!
Yep. And they all treat us the same.
Ты чего здесь забыл? Вон отсюда!
They won't speak with us. But it's enough for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we will see each other in the next episode. Until then, all the best. Goodbye.